In this segment, I'm going to be answering questions from our followers on Instagram and YouTube and other channels. Stay tuned because those questions may apply to you as well. See you on the other side. Hey everybody, Jacob here. In this segment, I'm going to be answering questions from our followers on Instagram and on YouTube and other channels. You can post your questions at the comments below, or if you follow me on Instagram, you're welcome to follow me on Instagram and also post your questions there in the DM. I love DMs and I love to answer them as well. So let's dive into the first question. First question is from Jerry from Brazil, and he says, Jacob, I've been a dentist in Brazil for 7 years. Could you evaluate my curriculum vitae and see if I'm eligible for an EB2 national interest waiver? So, I've done many videos about a national interest waiver, and I'm going to link a link below to one of my recent ones. But what that means is that you can actually, he's asking if he can get a green card as a self-petition. So he's a dentist. He's a high-level educated professional. And the national interest waiver allows people that have an advanced degree without a job offer, as long as they can show a benefit to the United States by them coming here and working in a project. In this case, we've done many national interest waivers for physicians that will be involved in research or working on some project. In this case, he's a Brazilian dentist. He's not licensed in the US, but he may be able to come here to work on research or work on maybe developing some technology for dental implants and stuff like that. And as a result, he'll be eligible for a national interest waiver, a green card without a job offer, just because he has a dental degree, he's coming here for a particular purpose, and he'll be able to get a green card based on that. So very, very amazing question. Next question is from our Instagram page, and it says, sir, I applied for a B1, B2 visa twice and I got rejected. The rejection letter quoted section 214B, but I don't know exactly what the reason is. Could you please explain and help me out with the rejection, with the reason for the rejection? So people who apply for tourist visas, the number one reason for them to get denied on a tourist visa is section 214B, which is basically states that a person has to prove that they have a reason to go back, that they have sufficient ties to their home country. If they're not able to satisfy that, either because they don't have a job, they're too young, they are a risk to their consul, that they're not going to return, those are the reasons, those are the most common reasons for somebody to get their tourist visa rejected. And again, some of the ways, we've done videos on the B1, B2 and the section 214B as well. But in a nutshell, you have to come prepared for that interview. You have to show that you have sufficient ties, you have a job, you have sufficient funds, you have an intention to return because your family members left behind, you have a job left behind, or properties left behind, things like that, that will show the consular that you really are not at risk. You're going to do your tourism and you're going to go back to the US. In this case, it looks like this person is quite young and wasn't able to demonstrate that they're going to go back and return. And remember, there are certain countries like in the Middle East and in Africa that are high risk for 214B denials, and that could also be another reason for that. So twice is not a big deal. Some people apply 4 or 5 times until they get it. We definitely recommend to be prepared in a better way before you reapply. Next question. I'm a permanent resident in the US for 2 years. I would like to bring my parents and my little brother who has 12 years. Is it possible, or have to wait until I get my citizenship? So again, if you're just a green card holder, to apply for your parents, you have to be, there's what is called the visa bulletin, and they have different categories as to how long people have to wait. In this case, I would definitely suggest for that person to become a US citizen, and then he can immigrate his parents immediately without having any wait times. And as for his brother, a US citizen can petition for the brother, but it's going to take more than 10 years. And again, it depends on what country you're from. It's important to check on the visa bulletin and see how long it's going to take for your country to immigrate a brother. But for parents, if you're a US citizen, it's an immediate option to immigrate. Next question. I'm about to start my PhD in anatomy and cell biology. How soon can I apply for a green card? So again, if somebody is coming here on a PhD and they're already in the US, they could apply for a green card under the national interest waiver, as we mentioned before, and they can get there within a couple of years. It takes about 14 to 16 months right now to wait time. Again, somebody with a high degree, with a advanced degree like that, who is here in the US, and if they qualify based on other factors, they are able to apply for the green card as soon as they obtain their PhD, and that process can be done without a job offer as well. Next question. This is a YouTube question. I have to go to the US for 4 days for training. Can I apply for a B1 visa? Absolutely. If you come to the United States for training or for business meetings or for contract negotiations, the best option is a B1 visa. You have to show the contract, you have to show the letters as to why you're coming here for training, where you're going to stay, that you have sufficient funds to support yourself while you're here. And the B1 is a perfect visa for training, for education purposes, that is not for studying. So yes, B1 is the perfect visa for you. Next, a YouTube question. I got married with my fiance within 90 days, but his I-94 expired, and does it count as overstay 10 days already, and they haven't filed the adjustment. So what she's asking for, she came on a 90-day visa, it's a fiance visa, but then they overstayed by 10 days. Again, I would just file the adjustment of status and explain the reason why there was the short overstay. It's not a very long overstay. It's really important to do it as soon as possible, because if you go back to the embassy right now and they see an overstay on a K1 visa, they may not issue another visa. So I would just file the adjustment as soon as possible, and it's never recommended to overstay any visa. But in this case, please file ASAP. How long does it normally take to get a change of status when you get married to a green card holder instead of a citizen? And again, that comes back to a previous question that I mentioned, that there's a visa bulletin. And in the visa bulletin, you'll see a category of a green card holder who is marrying a foreign national, F2A category. And then depends on your country. For example, if you're in the Philippines or India, you have to wait longer than somebody who is from another country. So I would suggest going on the visa bulletin. I will link it at the bottom of this video, and then look for your country, and then look at the F2A category for a green card holder, and that will determine what cases they're working on right now, and will help you, get your green card based on that. So it will tell you how long you have to wait. And that's it, guys. Those are the questions we have for today. We're going to try to do those once in a while. If you want your questions to be featured, make sure you post your questions every week, and we'll choose a few random questions and we answer them. If you like that format, please comment in the comments below, share this video, subscribe, and click on the bell right there next to subscribe, so we'll alert you as soon as we have a new video coming up every week. More than a video, every week. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in our next video.